morning. Good morning. Listen, man. Get y'all right here. Listen. Good morning. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Jamil, what's up? Listen, if you ain't got no self-confidence, you need to get some. You need to work on it. You need to develop it. If you working with low self-esteem, if you working with self-hatred, if you working with self-doubt, if you've been living with self-rejection, if you've been living with lack of self-acceptance, you know why. You know why your mind has been conditioned to default move self-rejection. You know why your mind and your soul has been conditioned to self-hatred. You know why. I'm talking to you individually. There's nothing to discuss with anybody. There's nothing to there's no feedback. You 1000% know why you've been running from yourself this entire time. You know why, 100%. So, you know, any type of conversation that needs to be had, it's only with you. You understand? Hold on, y'all. Let me get y'all right. Get y'all right. And instead of running from yourself like you have been for your entire life, if you want to go from not having self-confidence to having self-confidence, you're going to have to run towards yourself. You're going to have to run towards yourself, right? And you're going to have to run toward them things that you've been running from your whole life. And the reason I say this is because your lack of self-confidence will dictate the outcome of your life, and you being full of self-confidence, it will dictate the outcome of your life. But your life, the outcome of your life will unfold. It will be dictated by you. By you. By you. And let me get back. I had lost my train of thought. See, I knew why. See, I'm gonna keep it on me. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to talk about your life. I don't want to talk about her life. I don't want to talk about his life. I don't want to talk about nobody's life. Let me let this window up a little bit. Can this window come up? I don't want to talk about their life. That's not how I live. That's not how I live. That benefits me nothing. I don't want to talk about anybody else's life but mine when I'm trying to fix myself, right? So what I had to do, right, to take me from self-doubt to solid self-confidence, right? I'm not talking about me. Y'all hear me brag, you hear me boast, you hear me talk shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm be bragging, and there was a point that when I did that, there was a point that when I bragged and I talked junk and I boasted and I was full of self-doubt. There was a point when I bragged and when I boasted, but underneath, I was an insecure, shaky guy, right? With a fractured personality, right? With low self-esteem, self-hatred, self-doubt. But I did the bragging and the talking. It was just a mask. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm talking about me, right? I don't care nothing about you or them or them or them or them, because y'all can't impact my life. I'm with me 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds of every cycles around the sun. But today, the Sean I just described, he once existed, but I killed him. I assassinated him. I got rid of him. He was useless. He kept getting me into problems that I couldn't get out of. He kept getting me into situations that weren't beneficial to me, right? So what I had to do, what's up, one? Like I set it out in the beginning of this video, I knew what the problem was. I knew. I've always known. But I was afraid to have a fight with myself. I was afraid to confront myself. I was afraid to look at my childhood traumas. I was afraid to accept things about me that I didn't want to accept. I didn't want to accept it. I didn't want to. That's why I tried so hard to be something else, and to smoke weed, and to get drunk, and to sniff blow, and to hang with the wrong people. But see, I had got my ass in a sling. I had got myself so jammed up into something that the only solution, the only way out was for me to confront myself. And I did that, right? I went back. I knew where I had to go. Yes, I did. I didn't need you to tell me what I had to talk about to myself. I didn't need you to tell me what I had to look at. No, I didn't. And I told myself, I said, Sean, you're going to have to stop being scared, man. You in your 40s. And you still running around here in life afraid to look at you. You silly nigga. And I mustered up the courage to confront myself and to confront my childhood traumas, right? And what I discovered is a lot of that shit wasn't even my fault. It wasn't even my fault. Although I had to live with it, right? And it happened, it wasn't my fault, right? Because if I was able to do something different, if I was able to prevent some things, if I was able to fight, if I was able to say no, if I was able to stick up for myself when I was 7, when I was 11, when I was 8, I would have done it, but I was a child, right? And see, nobody never told me that. Nobody never told me that. Say, Sean, man, that shit wasn't it. But I had to tell myself that, right? And it was true. And a lot of the things I was told about me, that was all lies. And it came from people, excuse me, it came from people. The things I was told, you weren't gonna never be no good, you know, you just like your father, you just like this, you, everything I was told came from broken people too. The people, they was broken. My mother was broken. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. She was broken. She was a broken woman. And I had to look at that and say, a lot of the people that raised me and nurtured me had low self-esteem too, had childhood traumas too, was broken too, had fractured personalities too, had self-hatred too, had self-rejection too, didn't have no self-esteem. So what could they give me? How could they teach me what they didn't motherfucking? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Don't be scared. If you scared, this ain't the channel for you. If you scared, this ain't the channel for you. You got to go over there with the black buffoonery. And y'all go talk about who killed Tupac and who killed Biggie 30 years hence. And who did that and what gang you in and all of that and who got shot and who gonna shoot who. You got to go talk about that over there. We don't discuss that here. This is a scholarly channel. I'm a scholar. I ain't no gangster. I done told y'all that many times. And see, having to accept that, and then having to forgive the people that raised me. Because my initial reaction was, well, why y'all didn't teach me? Why they didn't teach me? Because they didn't have it to teach. My mother didn't have it to teach. My mother was raised in the 1940s and 50s in Jim Crow, Georgia. In segregated Georgia. Went to segregated schools. She didn't have it to teach. All she had to teach was second-class citizenship frames of mind and inferiority complexes and low self-esteem. That's all she had. And I had to accept that and forgive her. And then I had to forgive myself, right? And forgive America. I had to forgive America for the what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? For the political and social climate that me and my people as foundational Black Americans were subject to, that instilled in us low self-esteem, that instilled in us self-hatred, that instilled in us self-rejection, going back generation to generation, that it was not useful to me, there was no benefit to me to be hating America or hating white people or hating the white power, none of that. It didn't benefit me, right? I could focus on that and stay stuck like Chuck, or I could look at it, accept it, right? That it was a reality, it was a truth in my life, but that I wasn't going to let it hold me back, that I was going to continue to move forward, because there's many examples. There's many examples of foundational Black Americans that lived in far more repressive times in the 1920s, the 1930s, and the 1800s, and the 1700s that survived and went on to do great things, right? That developed their own self-esteem and their own self-confidence, going through way more than what I've been through. I'm born in '69. I had all the opportunities in the world. You understand? I didn't have to ride in the back of the bus. I didn't have to drink out of a different colored water fountain. I didn't have to go to segregated school. I didn't have to do none of that. I had all opportunity. But I chose to smoke weed. I chose to smoke angel dust. I chose to trip off of mescaline, get drunk, sniff coke. I chose to do all of that, do crime. And I wasn't raised that way. Right? But I went and confronted myself, right? Everything I highlighted earlier. And I said, enough is enough. I'm in too much pain. I'm in too much pain. I'm stagnated. I'm in too much spiritual and psychological pain, right? And I'm not engaging in self-actualization, right? Living up to my fullest potential, because I have a tremendous amount of potential, but I punch below my weight. I do just enough to get by. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of this self-hatred and all this stuff, I don't live to my true potential, right? So I'm in my 40s and I decide that enough is enough. I'm tired of living like this and I want more. And I go and I confront myself. Sean G confronts Sean G. Nobody else was there. It was just me in the room. And I told myself, I said, look ahead, nigga. It was two Seans. There was the old Sean G and the new Sean G. And the new Sean G said, look, nigga, we finna fight and one of us got to die in order for the other one to live. We both can't live no more. And really, nigga, you the one that got to die. The old Sean G. I said, nigga, you got to die. I have to assassinate you. And I went to war with me, with truth, and with courage, and with honesty, and with bravery to confront all of that shit I ran from my whole life. Yes, I did. You wasn't there. It's 45 of y'all in this room. Wasn't there one of y'all there? No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. I was there, scared to death. Scared to death. Yes, I was. But the more afraid I got, the more fear I felt, the more scared I got, the harder I went, the harder I fought. Because I didn't want to go backwards. And long story short, I killed that nigga. Yes, I did. And who you see today, I still brag, I still boast, I still talk shit, but behind all of that is self-confidence, right? Is self-love, is the self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is the key. Self-rejection and self-acceptance is everything. One or the other, but self-acceptance is the key. Once you accept who you are, then nobody can tell you who you are. And you begin to tell the world who you are. When I was walking around in self-rejection, I let other people's opinions of me and my past and that was important to me, right? What other motherfuckers thought about me. But once, because I didn't accept me, right? But once I learned to accept me, then no one can tell me who I am. You can't tell me my capabilities. You can't tell me my potential. You can't tell me my past. You can't jump out the bush on me with some shame. You can't shame me with nothing because I done accepted everything, right? I'm free. I'm free. Yeah. All right, I'm finna get up out of here, man. I done had my cup of coffee. I'm drinking water. That's why I look good like this. I look how goddamn good I look, man. God damn, man. I don't know why this shirt look like this. Why this shirt? Why you ain't got one of these? If you ain't got one of these shirts in your closet fucked up, man. You ain't got one of these shirts, man. This is that dry fit. Look at how it shine. It ain't like no regular t-shirt, man. This is one of them shiny joints. It's one of them shiny shirts. I got on a shiny shirt. You ain't got no shiny shirt. You can't get this shirt in no mall. You can't get it in the Gucci store. You can't get it in the Versace store. You can't get it in the most expensive mall wherever you live. You can't get this shirt. You gotta get this shirt from me. And this shirt all over it. See, you be wearing them European designers, them all the brand name, and they be fruit pops, right? They be all into all kind of stuff, satanic worship and all that. You don't know what they do, pedophilia, but you wear their stuff. See, when you wear this shirt right here, this shirt says self-acceptance, goddamn self-esteem, self-love, goddamn self-confidence. I take this shirt off, man. My chest is perfect. My chest is fucking perfect. Look at what this shirt said. This is my signature. This is my signature. I didn't rat. The feds came. This is showing you your son's mother gonna take him away to steal him and be with her kid's father, and we don't know where they gonna go on the planet. And if you become a cooperating informant and wear wires and cameras, you can stay out. You understand? I said, man, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I ain't gonna be able to do that. No, I ain't. No, I ain't. I ain't doing that. Well, they gonna run off with Lil Sean. Well, wherever they go, I'm gonna find them. But I can't put no stain on my name. I can't put no stain on my name. And I didn't. That's why I could go anywhere in the world, keep my head up. I went back to my own community where I caught my case. See, when niggas catch cases in their town and then when they get released to another part of the world, different part of the United States. Ding, 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 ding. Something wrong. Something wrong. Why you couldn't go back to your hometown? Yeah, because you know them niggas there waiting to bust your head to the right me because you said something you weren't supposed to say. All right, man, let me get up out there. I got to get my day started. I ain't got time to be on here with y'all all day. Peace.